Imagination. There's no complication. Imagination.
Hello, my survivors, legions, lords, whatever you wanna call it. I hope that you're having a great day. Hit the like, subscribe to the channel. We are back with another video. Today we're gonna talk about resources, how to make sure that you never run out of resources in the beginning, that you have resources to upgrade your Hall of Order, all your buildings, and you are not running out of resources. Well, stay tuned because you are gonna need this video. Most people experience just like a lack of resources in the beginning. It gets annoying because it takes time to gather resources and you just want to keep growing. I understand. So, but it comes down to your fault most of the time because you are not doing what you are supposed to do. The things that you are supposed to do are just maximizing your rewards and maximizing the things that you can get or you can kill to get your resources. So I'm just gonna walk you through. I haven't even gathered for the first time in the last couple of days, and I don't have problem with resources. Of course, I recommend you to gather. I'm gonna start doing it for just a few reasons that I'm gonna comment to you. But the first thing that you have to make sure, guys, to do to maximize your resources is just make sure, guys, that you are using your CP during the day. Because when you start playing the game, you think like, what do? I don't know. But you have this CP here. This is stamina. And you have X amount of points during the day. And this is just recovering slowly as you are just like playing normally, even if you are offline. But when you're attacking, let's say, Darkling Patrols of Dark Creatures, then if you are using your stamina during the day, you are going to be able to get resources. You can see here it grants your city 10,000 woods, grant your city 10,000 gold coins, and those you are gonna need to keep upgrading your buildings. Now, those are just like not a lot of resources, but if you combine this with the other tips, you are gonna end up getting a lot of resources. The other thing is just, guys, complete the task here, and this is not rocket science. For example, here it's just as simple as spend a total of 500 CP. Then if you don't know what to do, you just press go and it is gonna tell you exactly what you have to do. So here, kill this level 14. If you cannot kill the level 14 because you are weak, then you just reduce the level and it is gonna count as one of the tasks that you have to do during the day to get those resources here. So, and then train level +2 Vestals. Then you come here and then you just train the troops that you have to train. So you have to make sure, okay, to just doing those things, because then that's how you are getting resources during the day, and then that's gonna help you. So it's the same with all the stuff here. For example, these ones, if you complete this one, Rip and Tear, just make sure to be pressing go in the beginning. You have to follow the game instructions just to maximize the amount of resources that you are getting. Otherwise, you are gonna get into a problem which is super annoying, which is you don't have resources, you cannot keep upgrading your Hall of Order, and it gets annoying. The other thing that I recommend you guys, that sometimes in the beginning I know that you might be overwhelmed by everything, but just make sure to come here. You see this pergament here, this paper here at the top corner, like top right corner. So here are your events. You can see here events. So here you are able to get resources. So resources crate. But the only thing that you have to do is complete this. So here, gain 1,000 points by defeated Darkling Patrols. So that's what I'm doing. It comes down with your CP, but you have to know how to get points. And here, you have all the instructions how to get points. And most of the time, they are giving you resources here. Not only that, you have, for example, the Lucky Spin today. You have one free spin. You can get more stuff here. Then you have this one. You have this one. There are, of course, some pay-to-win events. But most of the time, you're going to be able here, for example, to use resources if you kill the stuff. And then you can just come here and gather as well. No, this one, there is a one for gathering. Yeah, gathering gold, which I'm going to start doing today. And you get even more resources. Make sure to not neglect this, because most people, they don't know how to play. And they're just going around and just upgrading. They get frustrated because they don't have enough resources. So you have the ability to get nice amount of resources if you're playing smart. So you can see here, just keep using your CP attacking monsters to the events, and you're gonna get a lot of resources. More importantly, guys, and this is a little bit tricky, and I know it might be annoying for some of you, but it's exploring the map, guys. When you are just playing, you are thrown off. You you are being thrown in a place of the map where you cannot see the world map, okay, because you have mist around you, and the only thing that will unlock those part of the map is just exploring. But the good thing about exploring, and I saved this just precisely to explain to you, is that you are finding this supply discovery. So for example, if there was mist here and you send your explorer there and he found this, then you come here, 25,000 gold, and that's a lot, because you come here, guys, and it is just giving you 10,000 for one task. Here you just have to send your explorer and you get a lot of things. So for example, I come here, supply discovery, another one. So this one is 10,000 wood. So, and then you just keep going to go to the next discovery, and by the time you're gonna have like hundreds of thousands of resources, okay? So, and those are gonna help you to keep upgrading. So I think like if you do that, it's very unlikely that you're gonna run out of resources. Actually, you are just gonna be a decent amount of, you're gonna have a decent amount of resources to keep upgrading your Hall of Order, your Hall of Order, and all your buildings. So that's the other thing. The other thing that you can do to get resources, of course, gathering, and you can just buff. You know, you have this buff to gather. So if you come here to your crate, you are gonna have this. Where are there? Let's see this one. So, okay, wood boost or increase gold production by 25%. Which is not a lot, but they are still giving you some advantage. So yeah, those you can use because you're getting a lot of them for free. If you want to maximize those, for example, here I can use I have 7 of these stuff, and I think that's gonna help you a lot. And if you want to just go the extra mile, you have the 8 hours enhanced gathering, which you can use for when you have these events like the ones who are going on and you want to, let's say, go for ranks and try to rank good, which you can in the beginning somehow because a lot of people that are not experienced with the game. So, and then if you want to get that extra edge, then you can use that and send your troops to gather, okay? If you send your troops to gather, then you're going to be able to, of course, just get more resources and get them quicker because you're using the buff. So, and then you can also maximize the amount of stuff that you can gather here in the college, because if you come to the college, you see that you can just further increase. I already talked about research, not that I recommend to prioritize in those, but if there is one that I can just prioritize, it's just here in the, if I was just going for pure gathering, okay? So you go here to the notice board, and then increase the load capacity of the resources, okay? So it just means like how many resources can you bring to the base when you're gathering. So if you increase that, you're gonna be able to collect, let's say, instead of if you come to a mine here in gold, I said, oh, here you can just they have reserves of 155,000, and let's say if you didn't have a high low enough load, you might be just capable of just bringing 50,000, but if you increase the load, it might be like 70,000. So you might actually send your troops to gather there overnight, and because they have a higher load capacity, you are going to be able to gather more. So you can actually prioritize that. But the most things that you can do is just one more time, it comes down to, you know, if you're prioritizing your events, if you're doing your daily task. I think doing the daily tasks and prioritizing your events are the best thing that you can do. Along from, you know, gathering. Don't just be the one who is just logging off and not caring about where your troops are. Just if you're logging off, just make sure to be gathering. Send your troops to gather, and believe that you're gonna be better off just sending your troops to gather, because when you come back, you're gonna be full of resources and you're gonna be ready to keep upgrading. So it's just frustrating when you wanna keep growing, and you don't have the resources to do so. Finally, just make sure to be checking here constantly, you know, because this is gonna help you to get prestige, and those prestige is gonna help you to increase your policies, as I talked about before. And of course, at the same time, you're gonna be able to prioritize those like policies which are gonna help you to increase your load capacity and things like that. Okay, so I hope this video helped you guys. We're gonna talk next on how to upgrade your heroes, what you should prioritize, so stay tuned. And don't forget to like the video. See you next time.